This video is brought to you by Manta Sleep. Fun fact, I was recognized in public for the first time back in February, and it was while I was on a plane flight. The flight attendant recognized me. I had just woken up from a pretty long nap, and he gave me some water, and he said, "I love your work, by the way," which, for the record, is a great way to recognize a content creator in public without outing them to the people around them if it would make them uncomfortable. So I applaud him for that. But I felt so embarrassed in the moment. I said thank you and he left, but I had been sleeping for like 2.5 hours with this Manta Sleep mask on in the airplane, and something about that made me feel so embarrassed. Because I've been sponsored by them for like over a year now consistently. It was just funny to me. But I also feel like there's kind of no better endorsement than that. I wear this in public when I'm on planes, when I'm on trains, when I'm on buses. This gives me naps, and oh my gosh, whenever I'm traveling, unless there's a really nice view, I want to be checked out, and that is what Manta Sleep lets me do. So if you don't know, if this is your first time here, Manta Sleep makes high quality sleep masks that give you a 100% blackout. They're also highly customizable. This is the Manta Sleep Pro mask, and it has these tapered eye cups so that if you're a side sleeper like me, or a window sleeper if you're on a plane, it doesn't dig into your head in any way. The materials for all of their masks are so plush and so soft and so breathable. You can also adjust the back strap on all their masks so that it perfectly fits your head, and you can move the eye cups to different parts around the mask to fit your eyes. So to demonstrate their adaptability, my other favorite mask of theirs is the silk mask. I love this one because the silk feels so nice on my hair, especially if it's freshly washed, and the whole mask just feels very nice and luxurious. But if I wanted to use the silk mask with the Pro Mask tapered eye cups, then I could do that by just velcroing them on right there. They also have eye cups that you can heat up for a relaxing steam treatment, or cups that you keep in the freezer for a cooling treatment. They're so versatile. You can build your own perfect nap experience. So if you would like to try out Manta Sleep, please use my code SLEEPY at checkout to get 10% off your order. Again, that's SLEEPY, or the link in the description, to get 10% off your order. Thank you so much to Manta. Now on to the video. Hi, it's so nice to finally meet you. I'm not your doctor. Did you bring your emotional baggage in here with you today? Excellent. Let's take a look at that. Let's see. Oh, your emotional baggage is so cute, but I mean, it's very small. Are you lying to me? Is this really your emotional baggage? You don't have to be coy. You can give me the real one. I promise I won't laugh. I had a feeling. Take this back with you, okay? Show that one to, I don't know, people on first dates or something. Thank you very much. Let's see. Ooh, this one's rough. Did your grandma give you this bag? Family heirloom. Yeah, I can tell. It feels pretty heavy. Has anyone ever looked through your emotional baggage before? Okay. Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's perfectly normal. Someone should really share your emotional baggage with you at least once in your life. It's really important for self-development and self-acceptance, in my opinion. Chin up, okay? Let's take a look in here. These seem a little special. What are these? Oh. You heat them up in the microwave and put them over your eyes because it's relaxing? Is it relaxing because you become blind to the world? Is it relaxing because sometimes you think death would be a little bit relaxing? And it's not like you want that, but like it does kind of seem peaceful. Oh, well, that's okay. Here, just close your eyes. I do have a little bit of comfort to offer you for this one. Life can be as peaceful as death. It can be. You just have to build up a peaceful life for yourself, okay? You have to know that you deserve rest and quiet, because you are just an animal, after all. You don't have to push yourself so much. If in order to get through the day, you need to set aside time to meditate, your day is too crazy. Meditation can be a very fun and delicious event, and it can happen daily, but if you need it, then that means your life is lacking some focus and clarity and peace, okay? So, maybe you can quit your job or something. Your life is in your hands, okay? Your life is in your hands. And you have more power than you think. However much power you think you have a little bit more. Just a little. Teensy bit more. Not a lot more, but a little bit more. Enough to get you through to the next step. Let's see what else we have in here. Oh. This is quite odd. What is this? What is that? Can you see through it a little bit? Can you see through it? What is this in your emotional baggage, huh? What does this mean to you? Do you often have dreams of circles? Circles perhaps overlaying one another? Or is this perhaps a representation of how you always feel like you're on just the other side of life, looking in through a too small hole at the rest of the world? Do you ever wish you could crawl through that hole? Do you ever wish you could just crawl through the hole and experience the world with everyone else and be a little bit more normal? Well, let's take this little bit of emotional baggage, look at it, accept it, and put it right back in the bag, okay? There it goes. Okay, let's see what else you have in here. Ooh, a claw clip. These are pretty fun. Why is this in your emotional baggage, huh? What does this mean? Clip. 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 Do you know what this one means? Clip, 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 clip. Open, close, open, close. Open, close, open, close. Do you know what this clip means? You don't know what it means? Am I supposed to know what this means? Hawaii? No, you don't think it's Hawaii. That's fair. I have no idea what this is doing in your emotional baggage. This one might require a doctor to decipher. Someone with a PhD. Let's see what else we have in here. Do you have attachment issues? Glue? A glue stick? I think you have attachment issues. That's okay, we all do. Stick, 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 stick. If it makes you feel any better, I give you permission to be attached to me. Alright? I'm not gonna go anywhere. I depend on you as much as you depend on me. It's true. Stick, 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 stick. I'm really a horrifically stable person, so I'm very attachable. Stick, 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 stick. And it's okay to become more sticky in your life. You know, a lot of people with attachment issues think that the secret to life is to release themselves of all attachments. Is that something that you think about, releasing yourself from all attachments? That is a way to go. It is. And it can be filled with peace and enlightenment and joy. But here's the rub, okay? Listen close. Listen close. Here's the rub. In order to be happy and fulfilled in a life without attachments, you have to separate yourself from the stimulus of the world. Because if you want to live in the world and not in some ascetic hut or cave or treehouse, if you want to live in the world, living without attachments can be very heartbreaking. Because whenever you detach yourself from the people in your life, you also deny them the gift of your attachment. And your attachment is valuable and holy and good, and people want you to be attached to them. People want it. And so if there's people in your life who are worthy of your attachment, you can give it to them. Give them your attachment. And that is a very beautiful and good way to live. It's at least as dignified as the ascetic, attachmentless life in the cave, in the hut. Using your attachments wisely, choosing them rather than letting them just choose you out of circumstance. Look at the people in your life and say, you are the person who I will allow myself to be attached to, who I trust. You can do that, and it is a good, beautiful, and empowering thing for both parties. You deserve that. It's good. You're good. You're good. You are good. Now let's see what else is in this bag, why don't we? Let's see. I wonder what's in this little bag inside of your larger bag. I wonder what's in this little bag. Do you know what's in here? Do you remember what's inside of here? You've blocked it out. That makes sense. That's why it's in a little bag inside of the larger bag. Can I open it? Can I see what you've blocked out? Can I see the kind of, like, you know, what's inside the bag that you can't face? Your most shameful things? Can I look at it? Are you really bad at giving public presentations? Do you have a lot of memories of messing up in front of large crowds of people? Presentations, theatrical performances, speeches? That is very embarrassing. Let's do some exposure therapy, okay? I just want you to hold this in front of your face. Good, just like that. And now, count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did it. That wasn't so hard, was it? You counted to 10. You didn't even stutter. You counted all the way to 10 in front of me. And I think you did a good job. It wasn't perfect, but we weren't going for perfect. Now, do it by twos. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Look at you thinking on your feet like that. That was some advanced math right there. Very good job. I think that if you really put your mind to it, you could be a K-pop star if you wanted to. The hardest part would be learning Korean. The rest, you've got it in the bag. That said, I'm not going to force you to remember the things that you don't want to remember, and it's also good to know what gifts you just don't want to pursue, you know? Why waste your time on being ashamed of public speaking when instead you can just say, I don't ever want to speak publicly because it's less fun than writing or dancing. You're okay to just like other things more and therefore not do the things you don't like. It doesn't have to be a choice of shame. It doesn't have to be a choice of shame. Tippy tap, tippy tap, tippy tap tap, tippy tap tap, tip tap, tip tap, tip tap, tic tac toe. Let's see what else you have in your emotional baggage. Oh, how cute! An old Nintendo 3DS? Why, that's adorable. And what's in the back? Animal Crossing, a classic. Let's stick that right inside there. I know exactly what this is. You're afraid that the past will always be better than the future. You don't want to close the door to the past, and you wish the future never had to happen. I can see why that would be a very heavy burden inside of your emotional baggage. I can see why that would distress you. I can. That's rough. Let's see what else is in there. A stethoscope. Are you afraid of doctors? Your heartbeat's rather fast. Lie down. You better not be on a run or something. Lie down. Just lie down, okay? Here. I'll brush your hair back a little bit. Let's try this again. A little bit more calm. That's good. Can you take a deep breath for me? I'll just put this on your chest. Good. Good deep breath. You know, your lungs sound nice and clear. Nice and clear. You have nothing to be afraid of. Do you have a lot of medical anxiety? Do you have medical anxiety about having medical anxiety? Don't worry, that's normal. Do you have medical anxiety about having medical anxiety about having medical anxiety? Don't worry, that's normal. Do you ever have medical anxiety about having medical anxiety about having medical anxiety about having medical anxiety? That's quite unusual. You went too far with it. Most people don't go that far with it. But that's okay. That's okay. That's why it's in your emotional baggage, right? All of these things are things that you feel guilty and ashamed about because they make you feel alone. It's like you have to carry them with you instead of assume that they're shared with the common folk. Everything in your emotional baggage, it's something that you keep close to you, but you also kind of hate it. Like salt. It doesn't taste good by itself. But it kind of makes life more interesting when there's just a drizzle of it on other things. So you keep it with you in the cabinet, in the house, but you kind of hate to look straight at it, to just taste a big old spoonful of it. But a little bit of it is what makes you you. You can't trust food to just come with salt in it, so you have your own salt. You can't trust the world to contain your soul, so you take your soul with you. So even though your emotional baggage is baggage, and tough in strong doses, tough in potent doses, it's not bad to have baggage. We all have baggage. Oh. Let's see. Why is this in here? One of these head things? What is that doing in here? Oh, it feels so good. Oh my god, I love it. You hate having your head touched? Oh, that's a little bit awkward. I'm so sorry. I've been touching your head this whole time. I've been touching your forehead and your nose and your mouth. I'm so sorry. Were you like terrified of like girls coming up to you in high school with these things? In like crowds and being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna touch your head. You were like terrified of that? Because you hated it? I can see why you feel alone in the world sometimes. I'm so sorry. But guess what? Setting your boundaries doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a good person. Because whenever you're brave enough to set your boundaries, that means that you're brave enough to be yourself around people and not just mirror them. So it feels so good. I just don't want to stop right now. Sorry, I'm just gonna pause what I was saying to just do this to myself. Oh my gosh, I love it. You're crazy for not liking this, by the way. Can I just take this with me and put it in my emotional baggage? Okay, thanks. What was I saying? I was probably saying something about how you should just relax and love yourself, wasn't I? I feel like that's usually what I do. It's because I'm not a doctor, so that's basically the depth that I can go. But it is good advice. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but you don't need to be a doctor to know the basics of life. And one of the basics of life is that it's so much easier when you love and respect yourself. Let's see, it looks like there's just one last thing in here. What are these doing in here? What? Oh. I just noticed you don't have any hands. Do you feel insecure about not having any hands? Do the memories of your hands haunt you? Do you sometimes wish you could just hold hands? I'm so sorry. They might grow back, like, eventually. I think they're working on the technologies for that. I wouldn't be completely hopeless. I'll pray for you, okay? I'll pray for you. I'm not a doctor, so that really is pretty much the best I can do. Thank you so much for letting me see all your emotional baggage. I had a really good time. I thought it was a really funny bag. Totally makes sense why your family would want to pass it down for generations. Do you plan on giving it to your children too? Good. I'm sure they'll hate it almost as much as you do. Be sure to add in some new things in there for them to experience too, okay? It's part of what being a family is, adding things into the emotional baggage every generation. Sleep well, okay, my friend? Sleep well. Travel swiftly. And stay on the roads. Stay on the roads. Stay on the roads less traveled. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.